How do you tell a depressed friend or partner that you don't have the mental resources to listen to them be depressed anymore, without coming across as a massive? My wife has major depressive disorder, generalized anxiety, and PTSD. She goes to therapy regularly and is medicated, so most of the time she manages it well. But when other things in our life are difficult, her mental health can take some serious downturns. Due to our relationship being more than just friends, I'm obviously more invested in helping her than I would be with other people. But here are some things I have learned over the years. Things which have made our relationship very successful and mutually beneficial. Ask the person what they need. Oftentimes when a person we care about is struggling, we want to jump in and fix everything. That's not always what the person needs. Maybe they just need to vent to someone without judgment. They might not want advice, because they know what they should be doing, but their condition is making that hard. Maybe they don't want to talk at all, and just need a hug, or a shoulder rub, if you both are comfortable with physical contact. Or maybe they just want to sit with you and watch a movie, or go for a walk, and take their mind off of it. Giving advice that is never taken is draining and frustrating, but you can help them without doing that. Tell them what you need. Just because you don't have the same mental struggles doesn't mean you can't also have needs. Let's say they came to you asking to vent, but you had a long day, and are tired physically and emotionally. Tell them, I am not in a place to be able to carry that right now. This is when you could offer to do something else for them, or tell them when you feel you'll be better able to help. You could also tell them a time limit if you have some energy to give. Like, I would love to let you vent, but I need to set a limit of 15 minutes today. After that, let's agree to change the subject, or do another activity that we can both use to unwind. This gives your person a clear view of your boundary, and lets them still get support from you. It's okay to have lines that can't be crossed. Adding to the boundaries I brought up in point 2, it's perfectly okay to have limits on where your support ends. There may be topics that are triggering or uncomfortable for you, and you are allowed to say talking about those is off limits. You can also change those limits depending on what's happening in your own life. Maybe they have a bad relationship with a parent, while your beloved parent is unwell. It's not going to feel good for you to hear them talk about how horrible their mother is when you want nothing more than for your mom to get better. That would be an appropriate time to tell them this is a boundary, and if they need support in this, then they need to seek it elsewhere. You can still be there for them, but find a way around this particular issue. Your limits can also be time-based rather than topic-based. You can tell them they can't contact you while you are at work, or before/after X time. Or that you can only hang out on X days. Communication. This is the most important. Just be honest with them. They don't want you to burn out. They don't want to drag you down with them. But one of the symptoms of these problems can be pushing people away and isolating yourself. That means that they only have a limited number of supports in their life, and it can put a lot of pressure on the supports they do have. It's up to you to be very clear about how you're feeling and what you need so they don't push you away too. If you do all of the above from a loving place, they will be happy to know they aren't putting too much on you. Being clear about this will ultimately be helpful to you both. They need to respect you. If they don't listen to your boundaries, it's okay to cut them off. If you have to go that route, it would be kind to let them know why. But you always need to put your own health first. You deserve to have friends that you enjoy being around. You deserve to be happy. You don't need to be anyone's emotional doormat. Edit. Thank you so much everyone for the thoughtful replies, kind words, and numerous awards. I wanted to remind you all that this isn't a step-by-step list, and all the points won't work in all situations or for all people. I can tell it definitely resonates for a lot of people though, so I hope you will be able to use it to better navigate your own relationships. Best wishes to you all. I'm a compassionate person, but also very blunt. I'll listen as long as I can be at minutes or years, but there comes a point where it's just too much. Listen, I love you to death and I want to help, but this is just way more than I can handle right now. How's about we get some outside help? You're always in your own right to say, you know what, I really want to help you, but you need more than I can give you. And I'm pulling on my own reserves in order to be there for you. I want to be there, but I just can't, not to the extent you need me to be. You need more and better help than me. It can be so hard when being that depressed person, to realize what a burden you're putting on others, especially if they never say it. I've lost many friends by being the depressed one, and never being told they couldn't give me what I needed, and that I was essentially pulling them down with me. Now, I wish they'd told me they couldn't bear it, and that I needed more than just them.